Okay, what's up? I got the New York Jets mock draft right now, okay? Okay, yeah, New York Jets, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at the free agents because that's interesting. And then get into the draft and destroy it and make them the best team in the league. So the signed Carl Lawson from the Bengals, yep. Pretty good pass rusher from Cincinnati. Had kind of a breakout year last year. Always showed that he has potential. It's a massive contract though, $45 million, 15 a year, 3 years. But they do need pass rush, so you get a legit pass rusher there with Carl Lawson. And then you also get Corey Davis from the Tennessee Titans. He also kind of had a breakout year, wasn't really anything special, didn't really live up to that 8th or ninth overall pick, whatever he was. But I think it is promising after the season he had last year and what he can do in the future, still being a young receiver. So they got him for 3 years, $37 million. Lost Pat Eiflin. He was all right for them, I guess. And then they signed Sheldon Rankins, who was on the Saints last year, to 2 year, $11 million contract. Yeah, he's very injury prone. The past 2 years especially. But when he is fully healthy, he's a really good defensive tackle and kind of like a pass rushing defensive tackle. Got a lot of production in the inside. Had like 8 sacks the year before he got injured. So yeah, I lost Henry Anderson, but he was kind of taking up a lot of money. And then another Saints player in Justin Hardy, who's probably the best special teamer I would say in the league. No offense to Rashawn Slater and stuff, but Justin Hardy, if you actually watch, whenever there's a punt, he's always around the ball and just has such good instincts and will immediately improve that special teams, even though it's not even that big of a deal. But they got him for 3 years, $6 million, which isn't bad for a very good special teamer. Also signed Keelan Cole from the Jags, who has some splash plays in Jacksonville. Like, of course, had that amazing one-hand catch. Kind of a special teamer. Had that punt return last year. So another depth for that receiver position, just getting better. Lost Terrell Basham, who's all right, but they kind of improved there anyway. And then Jared Davis, they signed for $5 million, which I think is quite a lot, seeing that he hasn't really done much so far in his career. But hopefully they can kind of revamp his career and make him into something, because he was a very high pick in the draft, and has all the physical traits to be a good linebacker. Joe Flacco kind of just a backup. They also signed Dan Feeney from the Chargers, who's probably better than most of the guards they have already. So that's a pretty good pickup, I think, for 1 year. And will probably be a starter. Then they also signed LaMarcus Joyner, who would definitely be... I know he can play in the slot and free safety. So he's a good player. So yeah. Lost Perriman. He's a receiving threat. Deep threat. Tyler Croft, he's an alright backup tight end. Probably better than most of your tight ends besides, who's that dude? I'm brain dead. Vinny Curry, rotational defensive end. He's still alright. Tevin Coleman, I like this. He's, of course, Robert Saleh as the head coach, so they've brought him from San Francisco, and he was injured a lot last year. So I actually like that pickup. Yeah, nothing really that. Brian Poole, I think they should probably bring back, but they also do have a slot corner and LaMarcus Joyner at the same time, but he's probably their best cornerback on their roster so far, and that is a massive need, so yeah. And then a bunch of other free agents, I know Frank Gore wants to come back. They could probably bring him back for cheap, just as a mentor kind of player. He is 38 years old. So yeah. Just some players. So let's get into the draft. The big thing, the draft. Pick 2. Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy pick. I've had it in some of my other mock drafts, so I had them not going Zach Wilson. But I think it's probably the best option for them to get your better quarterback than anybody you've got right now. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's good. Your future quarterback, and I think they probably need that because Sam Darnold's not really been anything special. Okay, now we've got another early pick, pick 23. We just got a bunch of picks, and I'm very happy about that. JOK is nice. Quiddy Pay, it's not as big of a lead edge, though. Caleb Farley would be nice. But, I mean, I think JOK, that'd be such a... I think Robert Salah could use him in so many different ways in his defense, and I think he would love a player like that, so versatile. And their linebacker position's pretty weak, and you just get good speed there, which they also kind of need, and you just get somebody that can really kind of hype up your defense and make it a lot more freaking great, dude. I think for this pick, it's definitely corner is probably the best option because they are very weak there. I don't think I'm going to go for Eric Stokes. I'm going to go for Asante Samuel. I really like Asante Samuel. He was a lockdown corner at Florida State. Can definitely be that in New York also. And their cornerback group is pretty weak. They were playing like 7th round picks and undrafted pick. So you get not Greg Newsom, Asante Samuel. He can immediately be their outside corner. Will probably have to be straight away. So yeah, I like that for them. Okay, now we got another pick, pick 66. Ooh, Ronnie Perkins. Ronnie Perkins, Andrew Tryon. I said Tyrone. Tyrone. Yeah, there's some good receivers also. But Edge is probably going to get off the board pretty quickly. So I think get a power rusher and Ronnie Perkins, who has the strength to push the pocket. They've got Carl Lawson on the other side that can kind of be that more finesse, speedy type pass rusher. So then you get opposite him another good pass rusher, and now that pass rush group is pretty good now. And he can stop the run, so that's always nice. The Jets, Jets. Jets. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna get there out. I love this pick actually I'm about to do. You already know who it is. Well, you don't. Tommy Brown. You're gonna get a legit speed threat in that. You've got Mims, who isn't as much of a speed threat, kind of big body receiver. You got James and Crowder in the slot. So then you just got really good weapons. Now they could still use some more, but it kind of replaced Rashad Perryman and be better than that anyway. So I think they'd probably be looking for a good speed threat there. So yeah. O-line definitely probably be a pretty big need. And I'm going to go for Kendrick Green from Illinois. Their O-line, they let some dudes walk. And their interior line is probably their biggest need on the offensive line. Tackle's alright. George Fant's alright as like an average tackle. And then, of course, you got your future, Mekhi Becton. So you just get another versatile interior lineman to shore up that line. I think that's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea, isn't it? I think so. Running back could definitely be a good... If there's any good running backs here on the board. Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, I've got one coming up, so I don't think I need to do it yet. I can pick more about a player that could go off the board. Probably. Walker Little's probably not going to be here, so... I mean, I think probably getting another corner is probably a good option. Like, there's still some good corners. So, it's just who... Ooh... They could literally just go anybody, to be honest. I'm going to go for Shakur Brown because I really like him out of Michigan State. Was their main corner, so always facing the number one receiver. So, of course, has that experience, and they do need corner, so you can really help that position probably. Probably not a starter straight away, but they had a bunch of weird people starting, so you never know. Okay, now I think I'm going to get another weapon for Zach Wilson. I think that's going to be Ramondre Stevenson. I kind of like Ramondre Stevenson. He was very good at Oklahoma, kind of their biggest threat, to be honest, on that offense last year. And good passing running back, like pass catcher. I can is also has good vision out the backfield and can run and find the holes. So then they'd like that. They'd probably like that, the Jets. You know, could go for another receiver. Damn, there's a ton. Do 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 do. There's so much dudes. How's Jalen Darden even here, bro? Like, come on, man. I was about to say, Jamie Newman. I would be tripping. But I'm just gonna go Shy Smith. You're getting yourself another Carolina receiver, but South Carolina this time. So they just need more weapons, especially for your new quarterback in Zach Wilson. So you just get yourself more weapons for him and really help him out. There's nothing wrong with getting a bunch of weapons on your team. Defense still pretty weak. They got a big weakness. Big weak. I could maybe go safety. I mean, I don't mind their safeties already. I mean, like Ashton Davis, but the other safety's a bit questionable. Oh, that is if we have another pick. Do we just have one more pick just to please me or something? Nah, no more picks. That's fine. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see who the Saints taking. Look for, bro, the Saints freaking take Kate Johnson Okay, Zach Wilson. Yep, your future at the quarterback position. Amazing quarterback. Kind of certified himself as a second quarterback, I think. JOK. Yep, extremely versatile. Can play probably anywhere on the defense, pretty much. And I think he could, like I said, Robert Salah could really use him in a lot of different ways. Asante Samuel, lockdown corner. Of course, has family roots from Florida State, and his dad was in the NFL for a long time, and I think could be a really good corner. So yeah, Ronnie Perkins also, you get another edge rusher. I like that. Donnie Brown, you get a true speed threat, replacing Brashad Perriman, who was there for a year. But yeah, he can really be a very big weapon on your offense. Better than any of your speed threats you have already. Kendrick Green, yep. Kind of fix up that O-line a bit, which isn't very good right now. But you just get yourself a big kind of center / guard. You can play both. Center's not a, like, strong position, neither is guard. And then you get Shakur Brown also. You need more depth at your corner position. It's pretty weak. A lot of young corners now, which you can kind of develop around. And yeah, Ramondre Stevenson also. You just get another weapon for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow? What the hell? Zach Wilson, yeah, just get more weapons for him. Make his life a bit easier. And if you want your quarterback to succeed, then you need weapons like Ramondre Stevenson and Donnie Brown and stuff like that. And Shy Smith, also my last pick. You get yourself another weapon, another speedy receiver who can play in the slot and everything. Can be your replacement when Jamison Crowder leaves in the slot, because he's taking up a lot of money and he's getting up there in age, but can also learn behind him for a couple of years. And, he'll get his chances also if he is in that offense. So, yeah. I like it. I also like this draft, So, that's the Jets. Had a good amount of picks. Didn't really have any late ones that much, like the 7th and 6th. That's a JETS, 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 Jets. And I'll see you next time.